It's 2041 and this clinic has no word on the door for what it does. There's a plate where a sign should be, and it's blank. Inside, people are getting back a decade they used to lose. Nobody here ever cured aging. Past the door, the morning list. Macular edema, pulmonary fibrosis, a heart wall gone stiff. Not one entry says aging. Back in the 2020s, that looked like the whole problem. Aging wasn't a recognized condition, so no trial could be built for it. You could study one named thing that getting old does to you, and nothing else. 2 doors along, the bench where the slide is read. A stain goes on, and a few cells take it up and turn blue. Here's the odd part. They're damaged past dividing, but they don't die. For years, there were 3 explanations on offer: that they were dead cells not yet cleared, that they were dormant and would restart, or that the blue was an artifact of the stain. None were right. They're alive and working, leaking a steady signal that keeps the tissue around them inflamed. One does nothing you'd notice. A few thousand thins the retina. Enough of them for long enough, and a person stops reading the far side of the street. Down the corridor, the chair by the window. A retired bus driver, 68, 3rd visit in 9 years. The procedure is short enough to be dull. A drop to numb the surface. A needle finer than a hair into the white of one eye. 20 minutes in the chair afterwards in case of pressure. The drug does one thing. It lifts the brake those cells were holding on their own death, and over a week they clear. It doesn't work every time. The first trials missed their main mark and helped only a subgroup. It took another decade to learn which eyes those were. She reads the tram timetable on the way home. And out the back, the room that made it ordinary. Shelves of files, one per condition, each with its own trial and its own approval. That's the answer to the blank plate on the door. Aging never became one disease, so it never got one cure. It arrived as 100 separate repairs, each proved against a named thing that getting old does. An eye, a lung, a heart wall. Nobody cures a building. They replace what stopped working, one fitting at a time, and it stands another 80 years. That's the quiet work of the 2030s. The driver got her last good decade back, and no one called it a miracle.